the art of playing continuo. In the Baroque period, composers would write down the melodic lines for the solo instruments and write down the bass line for the bass or low instruments. But often they didn't write out the middle parts, the harmony parts for instruments that would support those melodic lines. Instead, the musicians who played instruments that could make harmony, like harpsichords, organs, or even lutes, would follow the bass line and just figure out what chords would fit. The composers helped by putting down some numerical symbols to let the players know, in shorthand, what chords they wanted. So the harmony players would make up these chords, playing through the bass line or continuing through the bass line. This is why this group of musicians is called continuo. So the continuo players make up their chords by following the suggestions written by the composer. But the fun doesn't end there. The melody players also add to their written notes by inserting extra notes, decorations in sound called ornaments. Thus, all the musicians in a Baroque piece have the composer's permission, even their wish, to continue the composition process, adding and shaping the music differently each time it's performed.
So, Leslie and I are going to show you a little bit about how playing continuo and figured bass can work in chamber music. We're going to play a movement of one of the sonatas by Michel Blavet, and right now we're going to just play an excerpt of it where Leslie will play just the melody, just the ink on the page, and I will play just the bass line, just the ink on the page. Actually kind of a good exercise.
Great, can't I do it?
There's not a whole lot to think about while we do that, though. So now she's going to play the same thing, just the notes on the page, and I am going to fill in some harmony between that melodic sort of sounding bass line and that melodic soprano line, according to the figured bass. And I'll scan an image of it and put it up for you so you can watch as we do it. So you can see what chords, well, you can see what I'm playing versus what chords you hear. More interesting because now you could hear more of the vertical harmonies. But now we're going to do what it really wants us to do, which is to stop only playing the notes on the page and to play the notes that are maybe in our soul. And those notes might not be the same notes every time. In fact, we're going to play this first strain with its repeat. We'll play it twice, and I bet that some of the things we do will not actually be the same the second time through. So we are going to take liberties and ornament and add whatever sort of decoration seems appropriate to us in good taste at the moment that we're playing. And that's the really exciting part about playing music with figured bass and in the Baroque style.